In today's video, I'm showing you some brand new things from SmartGames and SmartMax. These are excellent critical thinking and logic games, and they're starting at ages 1.5. Plus, I have a giveaway that's also sponsored by SmartGames. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. I adore SmartGames. I just absolutely love them. The quality, the style, how fun they are to complete, all the challenges, and they're just really creative games. This time I have some new games to show you, and I'm very excited because we're starting all the way at ages 1.5 and up for critical thinking and logic, which I think is fabulous. So I have a little bit of something for everyone. Plus I have a giveaway, and all those details will be at the end of this video. The first one is SmartMax, and this one is for 1.5 to 5 years. So we have SmartMax. This is the My First Acrobats, and as I said, it's for ages 1.5 to 5. If you have any of the SmartMax sets, then you already know how amazing this is, and those pieces will work with this set if you wanted to expand upon it. The quality is so nice. It's so well done, right down to the packaging, to the quality of the toys, and that's another reason why I really am a fan of these. First of all, we have our base, and on our base, you'll notice there's a mirror, which I like because if you've ever noticed in a lot of Montessori activities, I'm going to turn to the side here so it doesn't reflect the lights, but if you ever noticed in Montessori activities or inspirations to play or play trays, a lot of times they use mirrors because when you put objects on them, they make them very engaging to have the reflection in there. So I think that's pretty cool that they've made it a reflective base. So we have that. I'm going to turn it upside down just for now. And then we have all of our magnetic pieces in here. Here we have 2 semicircles, which can make a circle. And as I said, they're all magnets, and we have some different colors on each side. Here's one that makes our square. We have a triangular looking piece, which is going to be great for the legs or the arms of our acrobat. We have this one straight piece here. And then we have these. There's 3 of these balls that have faces on them. Look how cute those are. And these are magnetic as well, so they can go right onto pieces like that. There's actually a little divot there that will tell you that there's a magnet there to stay on. And all of these pieces are interchangeable. And then what's really cool is that you have this set of challenge cards. What's great is that you can play with this set alone and explore the magnets, or you can add in all of these challenge cards. Now this set alone, you have all kinds of things you can do with color recognition, shape recognition. You're doing a lot of planning, logical thinking, lots of hand-eye coordination too when you're putting all these pieces together. Of course, you have the imaginative play that you can do and exploring the magnets. And then with the card, you have numbered card challenges here, and they're front and back, and what you're doing is matching the picture. So on the bottom here we have the base, so that would be the bottom, and then you have the pieces on top to do. Make it more difficult as you go through the cards so you can build upon your skill level, and at the very end the color is not there, so you have to figure out which piece could it possibly be to go there. So that's even harder. So you have varying degrees of difficulty as your child learns and grows. They'll be able to always be challenged by this set. I just love that these challenge cards take the set just a couple steps further than just playing with magnets, because a lot of sets out there it's just the magnets. So we're going to do this first challenge real quick to demonstrate. This has the base on here, and like I said, the base is very reflective, so I'm not going to use it for the camera because it's not very camera friendly the way I have my camera set up. So I'm just going to turn this over, but everything would be put onto this base. The base itself, I do need to mention, is also magnetic, which is great because when you put your pieces on there, they're not going to fall off and they're going to stay put. So the base is also magnetic, which is pretty awesome. So I'm just going to set that aside. Just know that that is part of the whole activity. So we found our piece that matches on our card, and next thing we need is our face, and here's the one that matches, and then it goes on like that, and we have done our challenge. Of course, it gets more complicated as you go through. Here's one here. We're looking to match the colors. We're putting it all together, and we have done that one. And I like that all the pieces go together, and if you have those other SmartMax sets, this is a perfect addition. Next up, this one is so cute. I'm probably going to say cute so many times. It's Apple Twist. It's for ages 5 and up, and I really think you're going to find this adorable. I really mean it when I say this one is adorable. Apple Twist is for ages 5 to adult. Now, SmartGames have these games that are one player, and I like that because you can really have an activity to do on your own. It's a great activity kit item. It's a great travel item, and this one is really fun. So what we have is our challenge book, and our challenge book has challenges going from starter, junior, expert, all the way up to master, and this is a pretty typical thing with Smart Games, and I'll show you how this works in just a second. Then you have your apple. Now your apple, if you look closely, I'm going to try to show you a close-up. On one side you have the numbers going all the way down 1 through 5, and on the back side you have the letters A through E, and this becomes important when you're setting up your challenges. What's also cool is that you can twist and turn your apple, and you're making new game boards. Now the game boards have all these little divots inside, and these divots are for our caterpillars. We have 3 caterpillars here. We have the green, the yellow, the blue, 2 the same size and 1 a little bit smaller. But what's very special about our caterpillars is that they move. What would they say? That oscillates? Is that the correct word? So you can move them to make different shapes. And each one kind of bends a little bit different than the other. And that's what makes this game really, really unique. Okay, so we're going to straighten out our caterpillars. Take our little apple here, and I'm going to demonstrate a quick challenge for you so you can understand how it works. There are 60 challenges in our book, and I'm going to start with the first page here. The first page has 4 different challenges on it. On the side of our challenge, it has the correct numbers and letters that we want our apple to be. So we have to match up those letters and numbers on the side that I told you about to the challenge card. So this is 1, 2, C, 4, E. So I just need to make sure this is 1, 2, C. So I turn it to C, 4, and then turn it to E. So that's my correct challenge setup for this challenge. Next, I look at the little caterpillar heads. So it tells me where the heads need to be on my game board in order to play. They're little hints. The only thing it doesn't tell me is which directions the head faces. Then there's also these colored dots on my challenge setup here on the hints for the body. So it tells me the green. So I'm going to go ahead and start with green. I know the head is going to match here. So I take my green caterpillar and I match my caterpillar to the picture and place it on there. So that's my biggest hint. Now I just got to figure out where the other 2 are going to go. And I know where the heads are, but I don't know the direction. So does it go this way? Probably not, because there's a blue caterpillar head up there. So then I would work it the opposite direction, bending my caterpillar to fit there. Now the caterpillar's body fits into the little divots. It can't go in a place where there's not a divot. Last one is our blue caterpillar, and he bends, whoops, and he bends this way. We're going to place him in there. Now what's great is on the back, this is self-checking. So if you want a really nice activity where a child can self-check their work, they can do so, and they find the puzzle on the back, and they just match up what they've done to the picture to see if they've got it right. There's only one solution, and I got it right in this case. And you just set up your apple a different way to do the next challenge. What's really neat is it does get harder, you guys. There's less and less clues, or you get to the point where you have a page and it's just white caterpillar heads as your clues. So you don't know what color, you just know where the heads go, but you don't know which color it is. And then when you get even harder, they stop showing you any caterpillar heads. So you have an even more challenging puzzle to do. So as you can see, it gets more difficult as you go along. It builds and it grows. We're working on a lot of spatial insight. There's logic and problem solving. You have to plan out what you're doing. And of course, visual perception, all great skills to work on in a fun game. So Apple Twist, definitely a favorite. It's adorable. Purple Alphabet seal of approval, if I even had one. But this one's so cool. And not to mention, this is a great travel size. I mean, look at the size of this. This would be perfect to put in my activity kit, which maybe I should do or take along with us to go somewhere, because there's not a zillion pieces, right? It's pretty compact. So we like this one a lot. Then we have Pirates Crossfire for ages 7 and up. This one's just a little bit more challenging than the other ones that I've shown you, but it is so cool. Let me show you all the details. Pirates Crossfire, ages 7 to adult. It's another one-player game. There's 80 challenges in here, and this one is so unique. So first off, we have our challenge book. This one goes from starter, junior, expert, master, all the way up to wizard. And I'm going to explain the different challenges in here because it works a little bit different. Then we have our game board, and underneath our game board, there are pieces, and they're upside down, but that's because it's for storage to keep them all nice. And I actually like how they have it here. So our game board has all these little divots on it to fit all of these pieces. Here we have a rock. Actually, there's 2 different rock pieces. Those are rock formations. Then we have the pieces with our ships on them. Here's our Navy ships. They're in white. And then here's our pirate ships in black. They have the black sails. And then you'll notice each one of these pieces are different shapes, and the ships on them are positioned in different ways. And that's going to become important a little bit later. So that's great about this packaging is it gives you these little letters, and on the bottom of the pieces it tells you where to put them back so you know how to fit them back in the box to keep it really nice. We're going to close up this box for now. This game is working on planning and of course spatial insight again, problem solving, concentration, and being really flexible with thinking because you're going to have to do a lot of trial and error here when you're working on these puzzles. The game has a couple different modes, and in our book it goes over what those modes are, and they have been divided here into sections. The first playing mode is called peace. None of the ships can fire cannons on one another. So each one of these pieces that has a ship on it has cannons. So here's some cannons across here on this ship on each side. Here's some on the pirate ship, and there's no cannons on the front or back. And so if two ships are facing each other, then they're able to have a crossfire. So when you're playing in mode 1, which is called peace, you set it up so that none of the cannons are firing at any of the other ships. So that's the first game. They have a second mode, which is where the pirates win, which means all of the pirate cannons are towards the Navy ships. They have a third mode, which is Navy ships win, which is the Navy cannons are facing towards the pirate ships. And then the last one is total war, which means nobody wins. They basically all are aiming their cannons at each other. Now, if this doesn't make sense, let me run you through an example here. So I'm going to show you a challenge. Once again, we have 4 on a page. We're going to work on this first one here because I'm a newbie and doing these challenges on camera I'm not always getting them right at the first time. So our first setup is showing us rocks, 2 rock formations. Cannons cannot go through rocks, so they are a barrier. So I'm going to set them up according to the picture here. And then we have another one here with the palm tree. And so this is a kind of a short area right here. Short rock cannons can go over this. They just can't go over that big one right there. So this is our setup. Next, you'll notice on our challenge is that it shows us little circles. There's white dots and there's black dots. The white dots stand for the white sails or the Navy ships, and the black ones are for our pirate ships. So those are our hints. We know the pirate ships are going to be in those spots. So we have to use that information to deduce where our pieces are going. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one because it looks like it might fit down here at the bottom, and it does. These cannons are hidden towards a rock, so I'm good there. Let's see, we have another pirate ship up here in the corner. So I have one more pirate ship piece, and I'm going to say it should go there, or it could go this way. I'm going to bet this way. All right, I got my pirate ships in place. Time to add the Navy ships. I have one up here in the corner. Which pieces have a corner piece that would fit there? This as a possibility, so let's try that there. Next up, I have a Navy ship up here in these 2 spots. And then I have 2 more pieces and 2 more spots. So if I place this one here, the cannons are going to hit each other. So therefore, it's not peace. So it doesn't go there. So let's try it up here. No cannons hitting. No cannons hitting, those are the same ship. And then this one can go down here, no cannons facing each other. So we have peace. So that's the object of that first mode. If I go back to the back of the book, I can check my answers just like the other games, match the pictures to see that I got the answer correct. So if you were doing the second mode, for example, the pirates win, you would set up the challenge the exact same way, except this time you would ensure that those cannons from the pirates are in the direction of all the Navy ships. Lots of deduction, reasoning, spatial thinking, great logic game, and it's a lot of fun too with the pirate theme. Giveaway details time. So first of all, make sure you're subscribed to the Purple Alphabet YouTube channel because I would love to have you here. We always do giveaways and all kinds of fun things, so you don't want to miss out on that. Then leave me a comment down below telling me which game was your favorite because I'm going to have multiple winners on this one and I need to know which one you liked best. Your choices were the SmartMax My First Acrobats. These are the magnet toys with all the fun pieces and the challenge cards. Or was your favorite Apple Twist with the little caterpillars and the apple? Or maybe your favorite was Pirates Crossfire. I'm really excited to hear which choice is yours, so make sure to leave that comment down below. Then head over to the giveaway link to officially enter to win. That's in the description box. You must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address. You guys, I'm gonna put a video up here on the screen that I think is a must-have to watch. It's a Dollar Tree based video because we love Dollar Tree, right? Make sure to check that video out. Click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.